Hello, old souls, fellow empaths, seers, and psychonauts alike. If you'd like to come on in, have a seat for some symbolic support. We are going to utilize a set of scrolls today to scry for shapes and symbols that may speak to our psyche and psychic senses. We'll add on tarot and oracle, and where Mr. Ghosty here is, we have GhostTube for any audio additions from the afterlife that may further add to our auric adventures. Overall, please do receive or release freely. If you are new, welcome.
This is strange.
If you are returning, welcome home. Welcome to the strange. Let's dig in. All right, old souls. This set is actually a set that is in the link below. It is one of one, and it is all of the signs. There's no color cards or anything. It's strictly seer of the signs. So if you're interested, the links below. It's one of one. When you're ready, or you can fast forward through, taking a nice deep breath, closing the eyes, cleansing the palette of perception, releasing the race and the rush, activating the abstract mind and ancient awareness to perceive and receive symbolic support in the name and to honor of fellow empaths, seers, and psychonauts, old souls alike. Thank you for being my muse, and may you meet a message with meaning. All right, there's our set. If you'd like to take a screenshot so you can scry in your own time, go scry yourself. All right. I do need the crystal ball for this. Something about geese or goose. There's a road. Could be a conversation.
I want one. Humiliate.
Could be a conversation if you take this road together, or you're meeting at a point. Okay, old souls. There's a chain, like a bicycle chain. It's a track towards this. I have a feeling, if you are resonating here, but I'm going to speak in first person just to stay in it. I feel like I'm having a conversation with a goose, whatever goose may mean to you, mother goose, or just goose in general. If I decide to proceed on this path, whatever channel this may be, personal, professional, corporate, creative, I do have a fear, I'm gonna say, that I might humiliate myself, or I'm feeling humility. And I'm having this conversation with what I'll say is like either a comrade, confidant, guide, something along that lines. I'm not sure that I'm strong enough for this path. I'm not sure. And maybe I'm worried that I will harm, not physically. It's like humiliating harm. Because there's something here about this, taking this path historically, I feel as though the human collective, historically, there's maybe, it's almost like kind of bringing me into like the witch's wound sensation, apply wherever, sages, mages, gurus, those that are in a knowing, or that's like an invisible knowing. But wherever you've reached this point or this contemplation, I want to proceed forward. There is a commitment. It is a commitment, and one knows that. I want to go back to the chain because, as GhostTube said, I'm going to start walking it is the feel. But I'm actually on a chain, and it's going to move a little faster than I think. And then I'm kind of up in the clouds here.
It's cold.
I'm up in the clouds. There's a certain amount of strength. Okay, there's a certain amount of strength in moving through all of these very human attributes. Thinking, intellect, what can go right, what can go wrong. controlling mechanisms that have their place. They absolutely do. And they're worthwhile to analyze, but not necessarily freeze something. Worth conceptualizing over, analyze, responsibility, but there's still this inner star with the hermit and the star, and the strength here is to trust that star. Will you walk it? There is something, it's like rubbing my eyes, but like the eyes of windshields. Getting off the brain track. The one track mind. I'm going to add on some animal runes while we're here. Let's see what else comes forward. Okay, we got here the ladybug. So cute, little ladybug. Animal rune. If a ladybug means anything to you, I am going to give it a read. And the little card that comes with it. There's also something about changing out lenses, like bifocals. And maybe this is the sensation as I'm kind of on this track and like side view mirrors. Kind of like perspective paradigms, bifocals, looking up maybe towards these clouds gives you one
closet.
I gotta find here. What are those called? Like one lens or prescription, and then looking down gives you another prescription.
How do you feel?
I think that's what it's asking me in this whole sensation is, how do I feel though? Return to the hermit heart. And after I've taken and done, these analytical pro and con lists, is to inevitably come down to, how do I feel? Do I want to take this path? There is a commitment. There could be ridicule, but let it not be from yourself. Externally is not the concern. Overall, in some big picture. I do have a sense in this old soulness that maybe history may repeat itself. But if I hold back, am I repeating something? Okay, but I still have to make the choice in and of myself. Ladybug.
I can hear you.
Okay, that's amazing. The ladybug spirit brings luck and makes wishes come true. Ladybugs are gardeners' friends. They protect crops against unwanted bugs. Your spirit ladybug allows for a turnabout of the situations of your life, making love, luck, and happiness to manifest themselves under auspicious conditions. Yeah, it's like, if I take this path, am I going to be bugged? Is there bugs there? Crawling on my skin kind of feel. Things that make your skin crawl. Whatever that may be for you. I'm seeing one of those plants that eat things. If you know the name of it, feel well to comment below.
Battle.
Whatever it is. And this is like almost realizing that some of these other energies that are on this path will help take care of any pests. There's so many sets of glasses here. So many sets of glasses.
You.
Something about being tight-lipped. The strength to keep quiet. Maybe in the face of adversity. There's something about curlers in the hair as well. What is that when, I obviously don't do it, but when ladies or men put curlers in the hair, go to sleep, but they're like setting or like getting a perm, and it has to set. It has to set. Okay, old souls. Let's add on some oracle cards. And if I didn't say so already, thank you so much for being here. The link below will be to the extended. If you're part of the Secret Terror Society, you'll be able to get that automatically. And if you'd like a single style, there is for Vimeo as well. Journey, this is this path I'm on. There, and it's right there. But I feel like I'm having this conversation. Where do I want to put that? Oh, I'm taking it. I'm taking the path. I'm Steph, I'm just going to take the path, but hopefully, you can put yourself in the eye. And then it's like this star of the hermit heart gathering some strength. And I have this conversation. I do think it's with another woman or a feminine energy. I actually feel as though this connection soulfully, whatever the case may be, maybe it is your mother, your sister, your cousin, your best friend, whatever the case is, a stranger. And through this conversation, what was the word I was just going to say there? It's gone. It's almost like I can't even say what the conversation's about. Strength with the lioness, and we have that twice here, but it's so shiny. It's like a star being on fire, if a star isn't already on fire, not my concern. And it illuminates this path as I walk forward. Thank you. It feels as though between this connection of this conversation, and maybe this is an ongoing conversation with your guide, whatever the case may be, the path feels like an umbilical cord. Like I am walking through a tunnel, but it is like an umbilical cord. Interesting. Okay. I have here the mysteries of initiation and dreams 44 coming out to support. This is why
move it.
Yeah, it's like being in the clouds of all these constellations, and maybe there's even meeting other stars. What's on the bottom? Transformation. Meeting other stars along the way. Maybe this is what this other figure is. And different glasses are required. Different prescriptions are helpful. There's also like eyes get better, eyes get worse. I'm talking about earthly eyes. I can eat things to help my eyes. I can, relax my eyes, rest my eyes. Yeah, there's another meeting there. And then there's another meeting here. These are all very tight-lipped conversations, but I don't know that I mean that earthly. When I need strength or am cultivating some sort of spiritual strength, this being steps forward in response to, but again, it's a quiet conversation. I can't hear it, but I know it can happen when I call it. There might be some connection to all the stars, like a collective constellation that is helping you, like all these different people, energies you meet along the way actually come back to that one track mind. But now it's like, instead of it being a bicycle chain, but which is great because it really helps things move, it's well oiled. It's like strength is the lubrication of it. And I meet them all along the way, but here's the thing, it's like I meet them too, you meet them too. They are of you and you are of them type feel, but still in their own auric in the sky of the background of this. And then, like the chain, you see this chain of events of how you're all connected, whoever this, or how you're connected to this collective or consciousness. And there's certain kind of initiations that aren't meant to be
What happened to
blockages, they're
me?
opportunities. They're opportunities not to measure anything. It's not a measurement that I'm accustomed to. The metric I would use. And that's okay. So, old souls. But the it's, I think it's just like choices, choosing doors, opportunities to open other pathways. Because now I feel like this umbilical cord leads me into the belly of a being. And maybe it's in regards to being born, that you can remember that traveling or being nourished. Okay, so that umbilical cord is like sensing into that nourishment from source,
Why am I here?
and whatever you would interact with source. But then now I feel like I'm floating all the branches of the nervous system of the body. Like these are the paths I'm walking. And while I might be walking out on the road, or you might be going hiking or going to your job, whatever it is that you're doing, or walking towards love, or, hibernating, I'm walking all the branches of the networking in the body. And now as I'm like going through this, and it's like the gears are moving, the gears are clicking like in a bike, 10 speed, maybe 10 speed, if that means anything to you. Sometimes you need a mountain bike, sometimes you want a trike. It's all like the glasses things again, old souls. This amazing awareness as you're moving through the interconnected, but like it's like interstellar interconnected. And you can pop out and see things from the eyes, from the senses, from the human senses. I feel like I step out and I look through an eye, and I can see something from a certain perspective. Maybe I listen to something I hear from a certain perspective. But something's
She won't leave.
changing. Something is changing. The sky is changing. I'm not only, it's like the North Star following a star in the sky. That's in my heart. That's like leading me. But it's like this whole sky, this is a zoom up of here. This whole constellation of Asteria, if that means anything to you. I love it. Okay, old souls. I hope this did serve, inspire, educate, or entertain. I'm gonna head over to the extended. We're gonna flip the scrolls and add on some more cards. And
Come
if you're
inside.
not joining, that's okay too. But I will see you on the flip side, and we'll do it again. So much love. Bye. Give me a rune.
Nobody knows.
No, but explore, dear. Explore. This is how I'm exploring existence. Exploring existence.